What up, everyone? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Dead Man's Mic, a Halloween Horror Nights podcast. And tonight we are joined by our good friends, the HHN Obsession podcast. James, JJ, welcome, and thank you all for hopping on the show.
What is up, Dead Man's Mike Pod? Thank you so much for having us.
What he said.
Yeah, man, it's been a long time coming. I feel like we all have been tossing dates back and forth, and either y'all's schedule was busy or we were. I think somebody moved in there. There's just a lot of shit going on. So I'm glad we all could, hop on tonight and talk about this crazy shit that broke over the last few days.
Because we ready.
Craig, how you feeling, man?
Hey man, it's a whole lot of stuff that been popping off over this past weekend with Megacon. As you can see, I cannot stop smiling about it, man. I just been ready to hop into it. So hey, without further ado, let's do it.
Big stuff. You can say it's mega.
Stuff.
Pun intended.
I don't get it.
Dude, there's so much to unpack, and I feel like even though the rumors were so heavy on this is what we were gonna get, we knew we were gonna get this first. It happened, and it still has that like shocking feeling almost.
Oh yeah, it's too good to be true, for sure.
Yeah. Like
I was gonna say
about it. Jack and Oddfellow, Chaos and Control announced the other day at Megacon, and the internet went crazy. The they bought all that stuff up. We didn't even have a chance to order anything.
Sold out, clean.
Did everything sell out?
Man.
Yep, everything sold out. Everything on the website sold out in about an hour. So, and the people, from what I've heard in the when I watched the panel on YouTube, they had everyone in attendance had a QR code they can scan to get their merch first.
Right.
So,
wow. Yeah, this is huge. Jack has been just a big part of the event, obviously, for a long time, and James and I got lucky to see him at 30. I don't know about you guys. Were you there at 30?
No, I was not.
Not make it to 30, and it sucks, dude.
Well, here's the thing with that is, it was 2021, right after COVID. There was all these precautions. That event wasn't exactly what it was supposed to be, so we didn't get the full potential of Jack and all the icons. So I'm ready for this year. And Oddfellow's year was such a banger that finally these two coming together and we see that full story evolve, because he's been part of the lore for a long time, Oddfellow. And it's just going to be amazing to finally see it. So yeah, I was super excited. I've been hearing the murmurs, obviously, about it possibly happening, but finally we got some kind of answer.
And how'd y'all know it was going to line up on the exact day? Like who you got on the inside? That lined up perfectly with GhoulieCon and Megacon and the biggest news possible.
Hey, honestly, me and Nick knew that there was going to be an HHN panel happening at Megacon that Saturday morning.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, it just fell into place.
When we planned GhoulieCon out and we had this panel, put together, we were supposed to have a few people from down, in the Orlando circuit that couldn't make the trip. And there was no, like Megacon dropped that panel announcement, maybe 3 or 4 days before it happened. And so when they announced it, we were like, damn, man, we're going to have our eyes glued to what's going on down here. Our own
right. And not even like 2 hours, not even like 3-4 hours later, our panel at GhoulieCon happened. So that was literally right on time. I was telling Nick, I was like, man, listen, they're gonna announce something at that panel, and once they do, we gonna have that information we could just share at the panel.
Yeah. Piping hot. You nailed it. Like, good call. I was joking about the alignment, but y'all did time it pretty good. That's cool. Props to you guys.
No, yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy, like you said, like it lined up, but then at the same time, in the back of our heads, we're like, damn, man, we wish we were there too.
You're like storm chasers.
Yeah, exactly. Like
pretty much
hopping out there to see what happens,
Right.
So I gotta ask.
Yeah. Obviously, I guess none of us were able to attend, but watching everything back and it just made me so jealous that I wasn't there. Like that was such a huge moment. That place was huge. It was sold out. It was just crazy.
Right.
I want to say I saw a post. Was it 2,500 people in the room?
Yeah.
And then people started lining up at like around 6 a.m. for the panel just to get in.
I heard it was like a gazillion.
Yeah. They was like that.
If we were down there, I would have been like the dad on a family vacation, up early as shit, ready to go.
Oh, don't mind James.
Overnight, I was going.
Go on. I was gonna say, don't mind James and the stuff he says. If nobody's heard our show, just never pay attention to him. I'm just saying.
Dude, I add the fluff.
Hey, bring it all in.
No.
So I gotta ask, when did HHN Obsession start, and how long have you guys been in the podcast game?
It started. What's up?
I know you said it a bunch. Can I try and tell your story and you correct me where I?
Oh gosh. Okay, this will be fun. Yes. Let's hear this.
Let's see how memorized it is. As much as I don't listen. Okay. So I was working in a cave, not me, but okay.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. So he was working in a cave and he heard it through some cave divers, some college guys, some spelunkers, if you will. And okay, hold on, I'm losing it. I'm losing the room. Hold on.
Go ahead,
5
get
seconds.
Get together.
Oh, 5 seconds.
Okay, pick. I'm juggling. I'm dropping them. Hold on. He heard about HHN and that's how he discovered it, and he went every year from there on. Happy ever after. And I tagged along.
The entire story. There it is.
No, you go, JJ. I'm sorry.
It was a good attempt, man. That was a good attempt, but I'll take it from here. So yeah, it was back in 2021. I think it was. This is our 5th season. So it was HHN 30 is when we first started recording. But as far as what he's talking about, figuring out or finding out about HHN, I was a tour guide at a cavern in Texas.
There we go.
And I did all different kinds of tours. I did the regular walking tours where you took a big group through a concrete path and all that. But I also did the tour where you crawl through tighter spaces in a cave with, a headlamp, a helmet, knee pads, elbow pads, all that kind of stuff.
Not even once. Never. I would never do it. No.
So I was guiding a group of college kids on a tour, and we were in the middle of the tour, far into the cave, taking a break in kind of a small room, just sitting down, and they start talking about how they're going to make this trip to Universal in a couple of months. They were going to Halloween Horror Nights, and they started listing off, The Shining is going to be there, American Horror Story is going to be there, and then that just caught my interest. And immediately after that tour, I went home, looked it up, got some tickets, and went that October. And ever since then, I fell in love with the event. Just obviously obsessed with the event, which is where the name came from. Right. And yeah, finally at HHN 30, I said, I enjoy listening to everybody else's opinions, and I constantly listen to HHN podcasts to get through the off season. So I kind of wanted to start my own and just see how it went. And the first 2 seasons were a little rough to get our footing. We didn't do very many episodes those first 2 seasons, but after season 2, we really started picking up some steam. So yeah,
that's cool, man.
And the whole time it was growing. I didn't know it was taking off under me. I just happened to be there and I was pitching in where I could because I was hitching a ride. But it kept growing, and I locked in late. But I'm in it for the spoilers now, and I don't know.
So the whole idea was, first of all, I would bring James along to this thing, and he was just kind of the casual fan. He didn't really obsess over it like I do, and I just thought that would be the perfect combo to be on the podcast. I'm a huge fan of the event. He's kind of just the casual, and he gets a whole different opinion, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm the voice of the indifferent.
As time went on, I think he's kind of gotten more locked in, and he's getting closer to where I am. Not quite there, but he's getting better and better as time goes on.
Yeah, I think that's been our dynamic. Is he's the expert, and I consider I compare it to the Princess and the Bear, like the vegan and the non-vegan kind of thing. Like he's the obsessed, and I'm the casual. So it's cool. I'm sorry. I'll let you talk.
It's kind of cool to see that there's two different point of views as well there.
Exactly.
Because again, there is that casual fan that comes to HHN. It isn't really picked up on the lore, and it's not really like, I haven't been to 5 years or even 10 years. They've been for like around. They'll be that first year or even their second year. So it's good to have those 2 point of views that you all have.
Yeah, it's kind of a science experiment. Like I don't know which is the control and which is the variable, but however it works.
Correct me if I'm wrong, James, but when we first started the podcast, like you kind of didn't think I was that serious about it or something. Like you just thought
I didn't even know.
Yeah,
I think because I had no idea you were cooking up a podcast this whole time. Like I thought we were just going for the fun of it, and it was just an account at first. It wasn't even a podcast. It was like
that's true.
Just a fan account.
It started as a fan account, and I turned it into a podcast.
Yeah, so that's a cool evolution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's dope. I mean, I feel like the way Dead Man's Mic started was I have my other podcast, Toxic Icon, which is all about haunted house life and actually being an actor in the haunted house. But we would really try to push HHN content as well. But the major issue that we had is that, like, let's take the Jack and Oddfellow announcement for an example.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff would drop, and then we would go to the podcast studio in which we were booking out, to do an episode about it. But by the time we would do the episode, get it edited, and then it would get returned to us, by the time we put it out, something else has already happened. So then that, therefore is old news. So we kind of needed another way to not only share our opinions, at the same kind of like time constraint as everybody else, but also a space to just kind of have like unlimited time to, really talk about the event in which we are also obsessed with. So it just made more sense to kind of create another platform on the side to where we can really nerd out about the event.
Yeah, I see that.
So for us, it just kind of made more sense with Dead Man's Mic. We're just able to get stuff out a lot faster. We're able to stay current. We're able to, keep up on it. And to piggyback off what you said about the first couple seasons, it being really hard at first.
Oh yeah.
It was rough for us at the beginning, but then announcement season picked up and we were able to kind of, do episodes with that. But then from that, we also think, well, what kind of fun stuff can we do that's not necessarily just being informative about the announcements, but also, other ways for us to push out different content and just kind of have some fun with this also. Like it doesn't have to just be about whenever Universal announces something. Like
there you go. Yeah, it's pretty hard to be creative with some ideas, but yeah, you're absolutely right, and you just gotta keep pushing. You just gotta keep pushing for those episodes, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Definitely.
So I gotta ask, and we can go around the table, but everybody's favorite icon from HHN. It doesn't have to be two that we have this year. If you had to put one on a pedestal and say like this is the top notch, who is that character?
Who wants to go first?
Go first. If you want.
Okay, that's a hard one because I haven't really got to experience too many of the icons. Like I said, we've only been going since HHN 27, and 30 was a big year for icons. We got to see all the previous icons in one house, so that helped a lot. So, but as far as like actual icon years, we've only seen 30, which was pretty much Jack and Oddfellow.
Right.
And if you want to count, you know, the minor icons that we got at 33, I can't even remember their names. What was it?
Sinister and Surreal.
Sinister and Surreal. There you go.
Right.
And then Sergio kind of was one last year.
Big Surge.
Yeah, Big Surge. So, but man, as far as like, if you were to just give me like an open book of which one I could pick, even if I didn't experience it, I would say the director. Just from reading backstories and watching other stuff, I would have loved to have been there at HHN 13 is what it was. So
Was the director when it was Islands of Fear? Is that when we were over at Island?
yep.
That's right.
That was at Islands of Fear. It wasn't the first one, but yeah, it was at Islands.
Caretaker did Islands too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was the first year at Islands.
Right.
I like the Caretaker a lot too. Just the lore behind the Caretaker, but also just the outfit, the look. Like it's pretty menacing. I don't know. I like the Caretaker.
Usher's a very close second. Yeah, I would love to have been there for HHN 19. I hear that year was just banger, including every house was amazing. So that would have been another year to attend.
Some serious banger years, like in the last, what do we say, like 10 or 15 HHNs there.
Mm.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
Like, everybody loved 29, but 30 was a banger as well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like after COVID, I really feel like 31 still kind of holds a spot as one of my favorites.
Yep.
Personally. But I went to Hollywood during 33, so I didn't actually experience the Oddfellow year.
And
Like
30,
I experienced it through YouTube, but not in person.
and I actually had the experience of going to 33 in Orlando, and it was pretty solid. It was a really great year actually, and to this day I'll say that Oddfellow's Twisted Origins is definitely definitely an underrated house, if I do say so myself, because it gave us the backstory to Oddfellow, and it gave us little hints here and there, and the backstory about Jack Schmidt too. So, and that's going to play a factor into this year too, because they were saying that in the Jack and Oddfellow house, they're gonna tell the story about Jack in Oddfellow while Oddfellow's narrating it in his way, So that backstory and that lore definitely takes a front seat into this year.
Yeah, the hardcore fans can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that lore, that his story has been all the way back since 2000 when Jack first appeared. Like Oddfellow was in the lore back then of that year. So it's been a long time coming, and 32 was just the setup for this coming year, which is amazing. And James, if I'm correct, if I'm not correct, let me know. But I believe 32, the Oddfellow year, was the year you were like, okay, I get it. This is the one that like really got me into understanding why HHN is so special.
Yeah, and I guess on that note, I'll go into my call it basic answer, I guess. Yeah, Dr. Oddfellow. Yeah. And I was gonna mention this too. Like, I guess seeing it firsthand is like extra brownie points in everyone's book, because I mean, you're gonna have a favorite if you see it in person. And that happened to me, I guess, with Oddfellow. And it's Dr. Oddfellow, right? I think they've been dropping it. Like, they better slap some respect on my guy. Like, because like, not only did he like present well, like the whole event, it was the first that I'd seen that was like fully cohesive. And I don't know, I was just fully blown away. I don't know if the other icon years were like that, but to see it unfold, and all the rumors and everything, the build up, the hype, it was like kind of the first one that I paid attention to. Like the other ones blend together. I hate to say it. Like,
Yeah, just because there was no like overall cohesive story to like previous years.
Yeah,
That was like the first experience that we got of like a brand new icon, learning some all new lore to it.
yeah. And
so-
as much crap as I give to 33, I really like that year too. So I like the little attention it
Oh,
got.
oh, really? This
Wait a
was
minute.
news to me.
I mean, I complained a lot, but
You said you really liked 33.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a favorite or nothing. Like, and I know it got a lot of crap, especially
I'm,
from me.
I'm
But
sorry. I'm sorry for people that liked that year. I think it was my least favorite year. Was
well,
33.
as a whole year, sure, I agree
Yeah.
with that. But individually, they were.
But but HHN is great no matter what. I would rather have any HHN than no HHN. So
Oh, facts.
yeah.
All day long. Now,
Definitely.
I will say 33 was cool. And I think a while back, as we've been recording, I said I didn't experience 33, but I got my years mixed up. I meant
32,
32.
right? Yeah.
32.
Okay.
But I think that because of how cohesive 32 was with the Oddfellow lore
Mm-hmm.
and how he was tied into literally everything, I think that's why Sinister and Surreal just did not work the way that they thought it was going to.
Yeah,
They
it did
didn't
not
tie
hit.
him in enough.
They had a lot
It
to
did
live up
not
to.
hit.
Dude, I happened to be right next to one of those main actresses during like.
Didn't
Oh, sorry.
I just didn't see it.
Yeah, I was just saying I was next to one when she was presenting her whole thing, and I didn't realize like, oh, she's the main deal, and I think I made like a weird little side eye face, but I haven't released that. I'll find that video. It's a fun one.
Yeah, that's always been a kind of a hot topic to me. Is that do we ever see Sinister and Surreal again? Are they going to revisit it because it just kind of feels like a gray area? Like I don't think we ever.
I doubt it.
I kind of doubt
Yeah.
it too.
And like the houses that year were great. They were great. Like when they had Ghostbusters Afterlife and Insidious Into the Further and A Quiet Place, like the houses were top notch. It's just that the icons just didn't like
Yeah,
it just didn't hit for some reason. I don't know why, but
you know what it was? They were teasing that little eyeball triangle for so long, and then they did nothing with that. It was like,
That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
that was lame. I
I
missed it.
remember that eyeball triangle.
There was
Yeah.
some weird marketing beforehand.
He was supposed to be something.
It never even played into the story. Yeah, I remember that. I totally forgot about it.
I was like, oh, evil Cthulhu, whatever. But no, it was some twin chicks. Okay.
yeah. I remember people kept speculating that it had something to do with. Did we get a Stranger Things house that year?
I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Stranger Things 4 was 32.
It was
That
32.
was the last
Okay.
one we
I
got.
think
Yeah.
people kept speculating that was going to tie back into something Stranger Things wise. Maybe we would get like a scare zone or something. And so then when they dropped Sinister and Surreal on us, everybody was like, "Wait, what the fuck?"
I know.
It just didn't add up. But then again, like what they're doing with Sergio is pretty cool. Like Sergio is supposed to be
I know.
the next like a rising icon, apparently. Like we don't really know, but apparently we're not done seeing him. May not be this year, but they say we're not done.
I'm pissed he didn't get his full respect yet. Like maybe he'll come back as an icon, but what the hell?
I hope he does because there was some great backstory to it and a whole like overarching theme to the event. So they should expand upon it, I think.
Yeah.
And Sergio was great. Like how he tied the whole event together. Like I don't know if anybody like really like caught on, but through the loudspeakers around the park, he was like giving backstory into into him and what's been going on and how that all tied into El Artista. So I kind of caught on to that when I was finna go on Men in Black. So that was honestly like a great detail that they added in there. It's just that like not too many people like caught on and paid attention, but it's a really great detail, and I like how they incorporated all the scare zones and even some of the houses to it.
Me too.
Yeah, no. I also feel like, well, first off, I don't know if you all heard on an old Dead Man's Mike episode, but Sergio was my Uber driver.
Whoa.
What?
Yo, crazy
Yeah.
shit. Like
So crazy.
Craig went and braved a 3.5 hour Terrifier line at the end of the night. And I was like, I'm going back to the hotel. Got in the car. The Uber driver asked me, yo, did you enjoy your night? Like, what was your favorite house at the event? Blah, blah, blah. I told him it was LRT. So he was like, oh, man, that's funny. I just got off work. I play Sergio in LRT.
What?
No
Oh my God.
Mine was blown. I was like,
what are the odds?
Like,
what are the chances?
Because at first, you know what I'm saying? At first, like, I wanted to kind of like press him. Like, no, like, how there's still people in line for other houses. How are you already out here Ubering? But then, I shit you not, he pulled out a video from literally like 7 hours prior before the event started, them doing his makeup. And I was just like, that's dope. I'm going to need you to get on the podcast.
That is so much better story than an Uber story that we got.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't get us started on Uber stories.
Oh, not the Uber story.
Yeah. We've never told it on the podcast, but this past season we got an Uber back from the event. We get into this Uber, and this lady is just hyping up herself that she's a great driver and she's from New York. And right immediately after that, she swerves into a vehicle and hits them. like right outside of the park. Like, didn't even go very far.
On my side, dude, I was in jeopardy. It was right next to me.
And then she says that they hit her, and we were just stuck in the middle of this fight.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. On a lighter note, we got the same deaf driver twice in a row. That was cool. Like 2 nights in a row. Same.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I would shout these guys' names out, but I forgot the girl's name too. Dang it. I'll think of it.
We probably shouldn't shout her name out.
Okay, maybe not. Yeah, maybe.
That's wild too. I mean, Craig and I have another one. We were on our way to HHN Hollywood. And so when our flight landed out there, we couldn't check in into our Airbnb until like 3:00. Yeah. But our flight left St. Louis like 5 a.m. So when we got out there, it was only like 8:00 in the morning. So we had all day to just kind of mess around, figure out something to do. So we just went to the mall and hung out until it was time to go. So we had decided that we were going to check into the Airbnb and then we were going to go to Not Scary Farm.
And we bought our tickets that same morning.
Right. We just bought our tickets on the whim right there. All right, we're going to go to Knott's tonight. No big deal. So we ordered the Uber. There's 3 of us, but they think they're just picking up somebody from the mall. But we come out of the mall with all this luggage and all kind of shit. And so the Uber driver immediately gets pissed off because he had no idea that we had all this stuff.
Oh man.
So he opens his trunk, right? And we start putting all our stuff in there. And we're being cool. We're like, yo, thank you for the ride, whatever. And we get in the car.
And mind you, he's on the phone and he has an earpiece in too.
Yeah. I told him, I was like, so we're actually about to go to Not Scary Farm, man. Like, we're about to go get scared or whatever. And he looks back at us and he's just like he had no interest in talking to us at all. Craig and I absolutely lost it. Like, we were in the back of the Uber laughing so hard. It was like a 20-minute drive.
Like, stomach and knots, crying, everything.
Dude,
I bet you that pissed him off even more.
Oh, definitely.
Hey, whatever gets you there faster.
Right. We're just happy to be here, man.
Right. Literally. And that was my first year going to Universal Studios Hollywood. So I was over the moon. I was excited, and then just for him to ruin the vibe. put the luggage in the car, slam the trunk. I'm like, oh, so this is how it is.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
No, he was pissed.
Nah, dude, you gotta have like the zombie vibe that you can't be killed, you know?
Right.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I won a basketball universal, and there was a sourpuss that gave it to me. JJ was saying like that could get him fired, but it didn't kill my vibe. Like I got a ball.
I do not remember that.
No, that shit just set the tone for our trip. We were cracking up with that.
Oh,
I
That's
was like,
unfortunate.
oh yeah, this is definitely
Well-
gonna be one of them ones for sure.
Have you guys?
I would have put a review. Funniest Uber driver I've ever met.
I should have. I should have done that.
Yeah, put a note for like the future drivers, like definitely joke around with this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Curse the guy.
What house do we think is coming next, guys? Because we got this one, but like I just posted, I know they're gonna make us wait because that's what they do. But
dude,
what do
exactly.
we think? What's coming next?
Well, I think it's going to be obviously like a big IP would probably be the next announcement. I don't know when it would be.
Right.
Have you been seeing any rumors going around? Any speculation?
Nick?
I've been seeing a lot of Sinners still. That
Yeah.
one seems to still have a whole lot of steam.
Yes.
Anything about Freddy's?
Hellraiser kind of calmed down a little bit, but I'm still seeing it.
Yes. Yeah.
Freddy's 2 would be a move.
I really hope Hellraiser is coming because for the longest time that was one of the properties that everybody said it would never show up because it was too demonic or too brutal. But I think Terrifier has opened the door.
Oh yeah.
Now because that happened, so it's perfect for Hellraiser to come this year because of that reason. So
I technically feel that same way with Scream because for the longest time, and we were so close at getting it at 25. We were so close.
So close.
We
It was in commercials. They filmed a commercial for it
by the smallest margin. We were that, like, the house was built, all the set pieces, all the layout, it was done.
Yep.
Hellraiser
And then at the
Wow.
last possible second, at the skin of the teeth, they tell Universal, oh yeah, by the way, we want you to do it based off the TV show. Excuse me?
What I heard, apparently that was what they had signed on for. They signed for the TV show, but then they went and made a house of the movie, and that's what got it pulled.
Yeah, I think that's what the miscommunication was. And
Yeah.
Maybe they thought no one would notice, and they would get away with the real Scream house.
Right, I think what the studio did not do, not Universal, but the studio that they were working with, I think what their issue was that they didn't keep reiterating to Universal that, hey, it's based on a TV show. Hey, just want to let you know that it's getting based on a TV show, because from Universal standpoint, they're like, yes, finally, we can finally do a house based off the first Scream movie that we've been wanting to do for years. We can appease the fans. It's going to be a lot of fan service. Finally, we get that out the way, and the miscommunication and stuff just threw it out the water, and then they gotta cover it up with basically a purge house just last minute.
I mean, we never really would, we wouldn't have seen it if it would have went anyway, but it would have still kept the door open for other Scream houses. So it's just unfortunate. I think because of that incident, it's always had problems coming to the event because I think there's been multiple chances for it to happen, and it just hasn't. And that's what sucks because I really, really want it to come to HH, and it's literally one of my favorite franchises. And I'm a Scream nerd. Like, I love the new one. A lot of people are hating on it for whatever reason. Yeah. I think it's a great sequel. I like every single Scream movie, no matter which one it is. So I really want to see a house of it, and of course the original. I want to see the original movie.
And I honestly think that what I did hear a recent rumor about was a scare zone featuring four nightmares. And
we talked about this.
Hey, listen, for it to be completely out of the blue because and it all stems from Fortnite having the rights for Ghostface. So it's almost like that. So it's almost like Universal can use that as a loophole to get the rights to use Ghostface in a Scream house. So.
Yeah, we talked about this on our recording that we have yet to put out, but yeah, we that rumor, I honestly, I'm mixed on it because obviously, yes, it would bring some IP characters we never seen.
I don't want Scream as an ensemble though. Ghostface.
Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want it in a scare zone, and I don't want it as an ensemble. And everybody was worried about the rowdy teenagers coming for Five Nights at Freddy's. This is a whole nother level of those teenagers coming. If Fortnite is coming to the event,
now it's Fortnite's what?
Yeah,
that would just mess everything up. I think that would just overall mess the vibe of HHN up entirely, and that would and to me that would just not to say that Universal is lazy by any means, but in that retrospect, it would make them seem like, oh, they're just doing this just for the rights when they just don't. They could just do away with the Fortnite thing and just get the rights for the Scream movie entirely, and just I just really hope everyone involved can just play ball because there's so much money to be made here. I've voiced this on previous episodes of the pod because all in all, everyone's gonna make a ton of money. So what's
no matter what.
See, what I would like to see with the Scream House would be more of instead of, because I know a lot of people would want to Scream universe.
Yeah, like
the original multiple as a house. Like we want to go through that house, you know?
Yeah.
Like we want that nostalgic feeling. So personally, for me, it would be more fun if we just had the original. Exactly. The universe would be cool. And to piggyback off what you guys said, I actually like the 7th movie also. It wasn't my favorite. I thought 6 went hard. I don't think 7 was able to top it, but I thought the 6 was good. But I think the original would really, it just sets the tone for a great HHN house. Like imagine the original Scream house in a sound stage.
Oh, man.
Not Scream 7, because Texas. Shout out Texas.
Shout out Texas.
What?
Literally, that would be
Scream 7 was in Texas.
That would be a dream.
No, it wasn't.
That really would. But also, another rumor that keeps going around, and I mean, I've seen it at times here, but it hasn't been that heavy. But what about Nightmare on Elm?
I think it was.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's another one. That would.
I would love that.
We talked about this like a season or two ago when there was like a big heavy rumor about it coming to the event and never actually did. But man, that is a dream house of mine, is Nightmare on Elm Street. Like by far, like the original movie coming to the event has never happened. Why? We need that.
That would be awesome. Like I feel like we've talked about it on the pod too, where it's just like, what if we just did 1 year, all 10 houses, the classic movies.
I heard they'll only do it if they call it Freddy's Universe.
Like Freddy hasn't been to the event since 17.
Well, technically 25 with Freddy versus Jason, but as a standalone.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant as a standalone house. Yes,
standalone house. Yeah, 17. It's been a long time.
So
that was, and to me, that's like an all-timer year. That's like one of the best years of HHN ever.
Yeah, I mean that had literally all the icons of horror at that year. I mean,
yep,
with Jack as well.
Exactly, and that's what makes it so good.
Speaking of which, that was the year that they went all out with the Carnival of Carnage, where they kind of built up the archway as like a huge carnival with, it looked like a circus tent entry. Like it was just such a grand entry point to the event, and they haven't had anything that extravagant since then. And I really hope that they somewhat do something like that this year.
I really hope so.
I mean, and from what I heard, there was even like a whole Ferris wheel prop on the other side of the lagoon to make it look like there was a whole carnival going on.
Oh wow!
It wasn't a functioning one that you can get on, but it was there as like a big prop.
Maybe they'll make it out of drones this year.
Hopefully they'll
possible.
go all out, because from what I'm hearing about this Jack and Oddfellow house, the same guy that was a part of Dead Man's Pier, which is me and Nick's one of our old time favorite houses, and
the great house,
and El Artista, he's behind this house. So that just gets me excited about the grand scale and how they're going to pull things off.
Yes. So James, that is something we didn't talk about on our recording that I meant to talk about.
Yeah, we were going to. I think we set that up and then we never got to it.
Yeah. The same designer, same creator of El Artista, Dead Man's, Blood Moon, I believe, like all those really big, beautiful sets.
Quite the resume.
Houses.
Okay.
He is doing the Jack and Oddfellow house. So there's a lot of expectations coming from this. Like,
yeah, maybe that's
why
big bar. Early. So like the hype isn't all at once. It has like they could spread it out like butter. The hype, that is.
Dope, man. How do you guys feel about them working together instead of being against one another, like it was heavily speculated to be?
So I was worried about that at first, but upon like reading what Michael Aiello put out, from what it seems is they do come together because they realize that their power is stronger when they're not going against each other, but then it does end up in a battle afterwards. Like they cannot coexist with each other, so they eventually do end up battling. So that part really, there was a sigh of relief there, because that makes total sense. Because before there was no way I could see them being buddy. So I didn't get that at first when I first read it, but now it all makes sense.
I mean, Mike did say that they're not buddy, but they're just coming together in convenience.
Yes, exactly. And that Jack has been sucked into what is now being called the Oddverse. It's like a whole portal, and from what it sounded like. Correct me if I'm wrong. It sounded like it's almost like retconning some stuff, because it's like time is changing as well.
A little bit.
That's definitely like that sounds like, especially what they're kind of doing with both storylines being told throughout the house itself.
Yep. And something I'm really excited for is that they're talking about like way back origin story. Like we're gonna see Jack as like in his human form. So we're gonna see where it all started, how he became the clown, how he bumped into Oddfellow, how Oddfellow ended up killing Jack, throwing him into that trunk.
Yeah, my main curiosity is like, how do they fight? What style of fighting is it? It's not martial arts. It's not karate, right? So how magical? Like, is it Harry Potter? Because if that's the case, my theory is like
cat hands.
Cat hands.
I mean, from what I'm hearing, the fighting style is gonna be like, it's gonna be, violent and everything. But from what I'm hearing, it's kind of like how the cartoonish style of the Mask movies were.
Okay.
Because again, it's kind of like in this Oddverse, Loki got a mischief type deal where they can bend the wheels of reality. Because I know that's basically what Oddfellow can do, because it's his universe. But it's basically gonna be kind of like that, and it's gonna be different time jumps and all that. So I'm pretty, like I said, I'm pretty excited to what they are going to do to pull this off. So I'm excited. It sounds like some multiversal stuff is going to go on, and I love me a good multiverse. So
and I think there is a possibility we're going to get more icons this year that they just haven't been announced yet. So it could play a part. Chance could be coming back, and we don't know. They did like slightly show some slides of all other, or not all, some of the icons at that panel.
Oh,
Was it hinting at something that's coming? So
the Civil
maybe.
War of Halloween icons.
That's literally what I was telling Nick the other day.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was literally saying, listen, what
Pledge your
if
allegiance.
they did, before they even announced the house, I was like, what if they did a like Captain America Civil War type thing where the
Nice.
different icons from every single year choose sides?
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
It's a recipe.
See, that would make sense since they announced it so early. If they're holding that in their back pocket, the Civil War, like a lineup versus a lineup, that's cool.
Right. And then, I mean, also, Mike Aiello said during the panel that what they were also calling HHN 35 is the Infernal Carnival of Nightmares.
Yes, that's what I was just about to bring up.
Yeah,
So straight up icon is like the overall theme of this year.
Yeah.
At the same time as the carnival being the theme.
Side with that.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I'm potentially like expecting some more announcements with what we're going to be getting, or they might just surprise us with some more icons once the event
I'm
gets.
thinking too.
I hope so,
Don't think
because
it's done. I think
Yeah.
notice on the invitation, it said icon. It didn't say icons. It says
Yes.
icon.
What if it's
like you said, we just might get more.
Yeah, there's a lot of hints here and there, and I'm not getting my hopes up, but there's potential. There's potential there. So we'll see. What do you guys think of just this overall theme of the carnival coming back? Like, I think there's a whole lot to work with there, and it could be something really cool. It's like the whole park is just decorated like a carnival again, just like 17.
just dump popcorn on the whole ground?
I think for one, I mean, they said they listened to us, the fans. They know what we truly want to see. One point I would like to make is if you think about Nightmare Fuel, especially the last 2 years, that was very like heavily carnival themed, and that's a theme that Universal is just able to pull off.
Yep.
So well. And like last year was very gothic, and I love that, and I think it's great. But I think it's been a while since we've had the true carnival. I think we can definitely make our way back to that this year. So,
And there's some people that's hungry for that, myself included, because again, I wasn't there to experience the 17th year. That was so great, that I even now I go back on YouTube and just watch it because I'm like, wow, like this is so cool. Like even like I there's years like that I wish I could have experienced in the past, and
Yeah.
like Mike was saying, he wants not necessarily bring the icons back for like nostalgia bait or just cause, but for the new generation to have an appreciation for these stories and this lore, and doing it in like a brand new way, just so that they can appreciate it as much as the older and seasoned vets of HHN.
Absolutely, and yeah, and a lot of this is Michael Aiello being back. Like that's the whole reason we're getting all this, all these icons and overall story again at the event, and I love seeing it. And I think the event is picking up as his years are going on again. So I'm really glad Michael Aiello is back, because I've definitely am seeing some improvements happening. He's the king.
It has that classic feel that
It does.
That we want.
Shout out Michael Aiello.
Shout out Mike. Well, guys, this has been an episode. Hey guys, we appreciate you for hopping on. Do you guys want to tell the audience where they can find you if they do not follow you guys yet?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, and Threads at HHN Obsession.
Yeah.
Y'all follow the HHN Obsession podcast.
Yes.
You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and soon to be Facebook when I stop being lazy and actually make the page. At Dead Man's Mic Pod. We appreciate you all for listening, and we're going to keep it going, especially as the announcements pick up.
Oh yeah,
Heck
because
yeah.
they ain't done. We ain't done.
We definitely are not done.
We just getting started, baby.
Absolutely. And I guess I should say we're on all major platforms, by the way, our actual podcast. I only listed our social media, so come check us out if you haven't followed us there at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that stuff. So we just recorded our season premiere talking about this news as well. So if y'all can just be on lookout for that, we'd appreciate it.
Yep. Be on the lookout. Definitely stream it. Share it to a friend. Make sure people listen. It helps both podcasts. It really does.
Yes.
And y'all might have missed our finale because it didn't come out with the other finales. It came out a little late. So
yeah, we put
if
it out
didn't
late.
Catch that, you can check it out. It's a cool roundup. So there's that too.
Absolutely. Make sure you all go check it out. Keep following. That's the only way we all can grow.
Yep.
Once again, it's been Nick and Craig along with the HHN Obsession. And this has been another episode of the Dead Man's Mic podcast. And we will catch you guys soon.
Peace out.
Peace out. Thanks for having us.
Catch you in the fog and be excellent to each other and yourselves. Okay.
Oh yeah.